In this episode, we are talking all about nutrition. 80% of reaching your goals comes down to what you're eating. In this episode, we're gonna learn all about the power of food, tracking your goals, and figuring out how much you need to eat to achieve your goals. Welcome to my 90-day transformation. My name is Scott Backen. I'm a content creator, father of two, and I want to show you how I'm going to be pushing myself to new limits, both physically and mentally. Join me as I challenge myself with the support of a team of experts who are going to help me with nutrition, my physical exercise, and my mindset, and even recovery. This series just isn't about my transformation. It's about empowering you to reach your own goals. And it's not just about fitness. It's about incorporating this into my already existing passions. And so come along as we incorporate fitness and travel together. Follow along with my channels and hopefully my journey inspires you. If I could do it, you can do it too. Let's go. The first things first is we want to figure out how many calories we need to be taking in each day. And this is going to differ for everybody, and it depends on your age, your weight, and your height. What we have in the description of this video is a link. Just click on that and you can go to this link and find out what your caloric intake is for the day. From here, that number is super important. We want to find out what that number is. If you want to maintain your weight, it's whatever that number is. If you want to gain weight, eating 500 calories above that is going to cause weight gain. Eating 500 calories below that is what we call calorie deficit, is going to help you lose weight. Here's the thing about food and nutrition. For me, I've worked out for a long time and I've considered myself to be a healthy eater, and I still wasn't achieving my goals. And maybe you're watching this and you're frustrated because you're thinking, I eat right, I exercise, and I'm not seeing my goals. But it's not that you're not doing the right thing. Maybe you're not doing it to the correct way. For example, you might be eating a lot of healthy food, but you might be eating too little or too much of it. And what you eat is also made of what we call macronutrients, which is your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. And so understanding that mix of food that you need to intake daily is going to help you achieve your goals. And right from the outset, I just want to say we all have a different relationship with food. We all see food in a different light. And maybe you have a frustrating relationship with food. Maybe you have an unhealthy relationship with food. I want to just say that could be a whole other episode. But seeing food as your friend and not your enemy is super important. Food is your fuel. Food is your daily resource to help you achieve your goals. So understanding food and understanding what you're putting in your body is really important. You want to be eating your body weight in protein. So if you're 170 pounds, you want to make sure you're eating 170 grams of protein. Understanding that number and hitting those goals is going to keep you on track. So once again, hit that in the description and figure out your caloric intake. On the other hand, an app I've been using to empower me on this journey is called MyFitnessPal. It's just an app I've been using. Basically, you can input your daily food. One easy great thing about this app is you can scan barcode and it will bring up the nutrition value, and that helps you see clearly how much protein, carbs, and fats you're getting when you set your goal with your caloric intake. But I'm really excited because today, Jordan, my trainer, and I are going to an amazing spot in our city called Dedicate Kitchen. We met with the owner, Chad, who has built this amazing restaurant that is all about bringing nutritious food to you, whether you want to dine in or take it as meal prep. You could show them your FitnessPal and show them how many macros you have left, and they will literally design a meal for you. Anyway, we went there, met up with Chad, and then Jordan and I sat down for an incredible conversation all about food.
Hi, I'm Chad White, co-founder of Dedicate Kitchen. We do two things. We are a restaurant and a meal prep place. So you can come in, dine in, grab a smoothie, have a fresh hot meal, take it away. Also, we offer a whole different menu from meal prep. One of our core values is to make a personal connection. And just recently we made one with Scott, and we're very excited to be part of his health journey and take him with us with Dedicate.
What were you doing with your nutrition before me getting involved with everything else?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about food for me is like I've always been a pretty bland eater, but a couple things for me is like just because of what I do with my work, like travel, you know, working with tourism boards. Often when you travel to those places,
right,
part of any culture, part of what they want to show you, Case, is the food.
Right.
And so when you're doing these travel trips, you know, tourism boards, they're giving you amazing food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
And the food is amazing. And of course you want to consume it because one, you don't want to be rude, but because you're also in an opportunity where you're like, this is amazing. Someone's prepared.
And let's be honest, it's probably damn good.
It's insane, right? They're giving you the best of the best because they want it featured. And not only that, they're giving you like cocktails and drinks and like, who wants to resist like free cocktails? When you're traveling and you're touring, you're consuming, what would that be? 2,000 calories per meal, potentially.
Damn well could.
So you're eating this food, you're not working out because you're like, you know, you're showcasing a destination. So often you're not in the gym or you're staying in places without access to the gym. You're doing early sunrise shoots, late sunsets. You're getting low sleep. You're constantly filming or shooting. You're eating this food. And so on those trips, I would consume a lot, and then I come home and I try to get back into my routine. You know, a couple things happened for me is I used to be into fitness. I was just starting my fitness journey in Australia. I came back to Canada. I was pretty good.
Right.
Two things happened to me. One, we had kids. So right away, I used to go to the gym at 6 in the morning. I felt really guilty leaving the house. I felt really guilty leaving when I heard the baby crying. Like, how can I leave and just go work out?
Right.
Well, my wife needs my support, and then so I felt a lot of guilt. And then two, being an entrepreneur, starting my business, when I'd go to the gym, I felt like I shouldn't be here, I should be working. Just we're in that hustle mode, so I felt really guilty. And then a couple of things happened. I started to get the dad thoughts. I was so discouraged. I think
You felt that.
when I would sit down, I would feel the spillage over my clothes.
Yeah.
I would feel it on my belt, you know, and just feeling like, and obviously through social media and all that, being in your photos, you're like, oh man.
I know.
You couldn't even, and there were days where I'd just be so discouraged. Like I was getting up, brush my teeth, I couldn't even look in the mirror.
And then same thing.
Just looking down.
You almost don't want to post with the photos that you took for the.
Don't want to post, don't want to show, and sometimes you're invited to hot destinations. Well, what happens in a hot destination?
Exactly.
You know, get in the pool or get in the ocean, and you just feel and it's not even matter not being confident in your body, but you just know you're not your best self.
Right.
And you're not, it's one thing when you're doing it for other people, but when you are not happy with you, it's different. Right? Because it's like, for me, the fitness journey that I'm on right now, it's for me. So for me, the change, and what was even more frustrating, Jordan, is when you want the change, but you know you can't get in the change.
Right.
So what's been really exciting for me lately is with my travels, I've been able to do short, quick trips lately, and I've been home, you know, for almost 10 months consistently. And so what's been happening, and the kids are getting older, so it's easier with them. They're in full-time school, and I've been able to jump into my fitness routine more consistently, and now diving in my food.
Outside of everything that we're doing, like, it's like adapting that entire lifestyle.
Sure.
So especially for people that are traveling, like you, or even clients that I have that are, you know, they get a call and next thing you know, they're gone to Paris for 5 days. Just little things like that, right? But when you adapt a lifestyle so good in a city where you are, you make it a thing. You're at a gym 4 or 5 times a week. Even if you can't make it that, at least you're doing 3, but you're like tailoring the training towards what you're trying to do. So
Yes. And maybe you can speak to this because you work with athletes, you train athletes.
Yeah.
It helps when you're around people with common mindset.
Absolutely.
Because when you are around people that don't understand your fitness journey, you almost feel kind of annoying.
100%.
You know, they're like, I'm going to eat this, and you're like, okay, I'm tracking, I'm counting, I'm putting it in. It almost feels a little bit like, you almost feel like a bit of a tool, or I don't know if you ever felt that, where you're like,
No, my clients share that with me all the time.
you know, where you're like, I don't want to like make anyone feel bad or that I'm obsessed, but I am trying to achieve my goals and understand better. I do find that as I've been working out and putting myself around like-minded people, it's certainly been easier.
Food to me, I love it, but it doesn't change my life. Do you know what I mean? So like when I go to places, I'm still looking for what's gonna make me wake up feeling great. Most people don't understand this, but every place that you go, they will customize any order you want. So when you feel great, like how shitty did you feel when you felt that fat sitting like a log?
Just depressed, super discouraged. Then it felt like there was no end in sight. It's like, oh, it's gonna continue forever.
But look, we've been training, or you've been doing some stuff on your own too. Let's just say hypothetically, since me and you got going for 3 weeks. How much better did you feel on this vacation with us doing a fraction of what we're gonna get into?
Insane,
right?
Wow, that's so good. The beef is so flavorful. All right, hopefully you guys liked that. That was helpful for you. Once again, we're gonna be learning more about all this as we go along. If you're liking this video, make sure to like and subscribe, or share it with a friend that you feel would be empowered by this journey. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.